The first time that I ended up doing crystal meth was by snorting a line of it. And I was not a meth user. I didn't want to use meth. Meth was not a drug of choice to me. In fact, meth scared me. I never wanted to smoke meth. I had friends that smoked meth. I didn't like what it fucking did to them. But unfortunately, with a lot of us, that you don't realize how many different ways people will take different drugs. And also you have to remember that other drug users are not your fucking friends. Because the first time that I ended up using meth was because a friend of mine literally laid it out at a fucking trap house, told me it was a line of fucking coke, and guess what? I vacuumed that shit right up, and as soon as it hit into my sinuses, I felt that burn. I felt the burn on my face. I felt it go through. I felt the different taste of that fucking drip. I knew that I did not do coke, and I knew that I just did fucking meth. And that is unfortunately one of the things that a lot of times people don't realize is, one, you don't trust other addicts. Addicts don't fucking care about each other. Addicts just want to get high, and they don't mind getting high sometimes with other people, because being an addict is a very fucking lonely life. And people will tell you what you want to hear just to get high with them or just to pay for their drugs with them, whatever it fucking might be. So when I ended up doing this, I fucking realized what it was that I did, and I was fucking pissed, man. It fucking was not a good night. I mean, it was a night that ended up with hookers. It ended up with fucking just my friends smoking meth all night long, and me sitting there going, this is fucking horrible. This is not what the fuck I want to do. And as me as an addict, I was obsessed with my drug of choice, not other people's drugs of choices. And that is one of the dangerous things of when it comes to being an addict that people don't realize. Is people will put shit out in front of you, and if you believe them, you can take shit like fentanyl and OD and die. You can put so much shit into your body that you don't even know what the fuck you're putting into it, that eventually you end up in a fucking grave. But that is a reality of addiction, man. As addiction, we are so just fixated on getting high and getting our fucking drugs that we don't even fucking care what it is until it's almost too late. And I will say the best thing I ever did was get sober, 7/25/17. And that day when I had hit finally rock bottom and I decided I didn't want this fucking life anymore and I wanted a better life is when it all fucking changed, and it became fucking hell. Because I realized how much of my life that I ruined, how much of my life that I burnt down, and I had to fucking put it all back together, and I had to start going back at it one day at a time. But I will say this, is after almost 7 years, it's fucking worth it. And I would not trade my sober life for the most fucked up day I ever had.